After 24 hours of letting that game digest, I still don't know what I just watched. There it is. Football is back, baby. What's going on, everybody? Before we get into today's video, guys, I just want to give a special shout out to today's sponsors, starting with Gold Fine and Bowles, lawyers for the injured. Personal injury, workers' compensation, those are their two things, but any sort of legal advice, they're the people to call. Give them a phone call, 309-673-5144. Tell them we sent you, okay? And I'd also like to shout out SeatGeek for sponsoring today's video as well. Use promo code PLAYBOOKSPORTS on their website to get $20 off your first purchase of $30 or more. Let's get back to the video. A record-breaking performance for your Miami Dolphins. Ignore the voice. I was up in those stands yelling as loudly as I could the whole game. What a performance. I mean, when you have the best offensive game in the history of the NFL, I think you can say that. Talk about just flawless. Every single part of this game for the Dolphins went perfectly. Offensively, perfect. Defensively, pretty perfect. Except I don't like giving up 300 yards to Russell Wilson, but when you're up by 50 points, it really doesn't matter a whole lot. The only knock I can give us, there's only two knocks I can give us. It's that Liam Eichenberg is not a center. Let's go ahead and nip that in the bud right away. His snaps were hurting me physically from the 300 section. They were just floating back there. No good. No. It didn't work. Please stop. Never again. Connor Williams, we need you to stay healthy, buddy. Even your snaps are better than his. And then giving up a kickoff return touchdown. You don't like to see that. I know, again, I'm nitpicking because we scored 70 points, you guys. My God, what a dominant performance. Let's dive into some of these statistics. Tua Tagovailoa, 23 of 26, completing his first 17 passes of the day. 309 yards, 4 touchdown passes, no picks, no sacks. QBR of 88.9 and a passer rating of 155.8. For reference, 158.3 is perfect. 155.8. And even Mike White came in and decided, let's do some damage. Robbie Chosen with a 68-yard touchdown catch in his first game as a Dolphin on Patrick Surtain Jr. One-on-one, cooked him. That's crazy. I mean, everything went right. Rushing attack. I mean, we threw for a total of 376 yards and then ran for 350 yards. We averaged 8 yards a carry, you guys. 5 rushing touchdowns. Oh, my God. Devon Achane, 18 carries, 203 yards, 2 rushing touchdowns, 11.3 yards a carry. That's absurd. Raheem Mostert, again, great game. 13 for 82 on the ground with 3 touchdowns. And even Chris Brooks got in on the fun with a 52-yard carry, ending up with 66 yards. I mean, we did whatever we wanted to on the ground. Our offensive line was just moving people. And that was with Armstead sitting the fourth. That was with Connor Williams came out hurt, and I think they just kept him out because it was such a big lead. It's like, whatever, let Eichenberg get the snaps. I mean, we threw in some backup offensive linemen. We threw in the backup running backs. We threw in the backup wide receivers. It didn't matter. Against their first team, they kept their starters in the whole game, and we still put it on them. Receiving numbers, Tyreek Hill, man, what are you going to do? I mean, every number Patrick Surtain had in his career, like every game he's played, this was the worst one for him. Tyreek Hill cooked him because Tyreek Hill cooks everybody. He's unguardable. He's a joystick, a human joystick. His ability to go 0 to 100 is unbelievable. 9 catches, 157 yards, and a touchdown. And, man, did he get the crowd fired up with that first touchdown pass to him as he just outraced. What is he doing that wide open? Oh, Vance Joseph, you're fired. Sorry, buddy, you're fired. Robbie Chosen, his 1 for 68. Raheem Mostert out of the backfield, a great day. 7 for 60 and a touchdown, bringing his yardage total to 142 yards and 4 touchdowns. That's crazy. Braxton Berrios, 2 for 33. And then Devon Achane, 4 for 30 and 2 receiving touchdowns, bringing his total to 233 yards and 4 total touchdowns. What a game offensively. Could do no wrong. 10 touchdowns is more in one game. 10 touchdowns is more touchdowns than any team has scored this season through 3 games, assuming Philly and Tampa Bay tonight and whoever else plays tonight don't go absolutely, Cincinnati and the Rams, assuming they don't go ballistic either. More touchdowns in one game than any team has scored this season so far. That's crazy. Defensively, stepped up, man. Javon Holland is going to be an all-pro. You can go ahead and book that. Forcing, 2 fumbles. On that hit on Sutton was beautiful as he missed the tackle, but he came back around and made the play. That's heart. That's hustle. You love to see that. Emmanuel Ogbah with a sack and an interception. I don't know, maybe he didn't get the sack. Did he? Did he get the sack? He did. Yeah, sack and an interception and a TFL. Again, I'm happy to see Jalen Phillips out there. I was also happy to see him come off when he was a little bit still maybe not ready to go. Just pull him Ogba, Van Ginkel's been amazing. He needs to see more reps. Bradley Chubb was wreaking havoc back there. He wasn't as good as he was in the prior game, but he did get it. We had 12 hits on Russell Wilson, 12 quarterback hits. We were a step slow on all of those. So close to many sacks. Kudos to Russell Wilson for sticking out and playing the whole game. Also throwing 300 yards. And, Russell Wilson was not the problem today. Let's just go ahead and make that very clear. Russell Wilson was not the problem for the Denver Broncos. We punted it once, and that was Mike White's first drive. One punt for Jake Bailey. Tua's jersey was so clean. There's nothing I can say about this game that I didn't love. Everything was perfect from the play, that little the no-look shuffle pass from Tua that worked twice. My goodness, McDaniels reached into his bag. And I'm okay with not setting the record for points and just kneeing it instead of taking the field goal. We don't need that karma. Okay, I know the Ravens ran it up on us a couple years ago, going for it with fake punts and 4th and 15s just to rub our noses in it for some reason. We don't need that karma. Let's not do all that, and I'm glad we didn't. I don't have any complaints on this one. Tron Armstead looked fantastic. The offensive line looks so good this year so far. I love to see that. And Tua with 1 sack through 12 quarters of football, that's awesome. And it's not like we've played slouch defenses. The Patriots with their defensive lines, I should say. The Patriots have a good D-line. Why can't I think of his name? Matthew Judon and Josh Uche are not slouches. Khalil Mack and Joey Bosa, not slouches. What do you want to pick your poison from this team? Pick your poison when you play the Miami Dolphins because you're going to get it. Are we going to throw it for 500 yards and 4 touchdowns, or are you guys going to try and stop the run? Well, Denver didn't do either. Denver brought a weird strategy to this game where it was just don't play defense. Bold for sure. Not going to win you a lot of football games. Riding an absolute high right now. It's hard not to. It's hard not to be on this bandwagon. And Mike McDaniel's play calling has evolved to another level from last year's awesome runs. Let's just keep it rolling. I've enjoyed this win. It's Buffalo Bills week. Let's not get ahead of ourselves and not put the cart in front of the horse. 1 week at a time. I don't want to look ahead. I'm not going to look ahead. We were 3-0 last year too. Let's play our game. Run the ball. I don't even need to talk about our 5 keys. We did everything right. There's nothing more I can ask for from this team from this game, and I cannot believe I was there. Shout out to Ghost of Adam Gase for the tickets to the game. It was awesome. Awesome day. Awesome day. That's all I've got for you guys, recapping the Dolphins. Awesome victory. Oh, my God. What a day. What a day. We'll see you guys later this week for the full show we're going to do. And then also our game picks and breaking down everything we've seen so far in the NFL. So we'll see you guys in those. And don't forget, you'll also be getting Cowboys, Ravens, Bears reviews from this past week. All 3 of them are going to be sad. Tough week for our boys. They'll bounce back. I'm confident in the Ravens and Cowboys to bounce back. And maybe this is best for the Bears. Who knows? We'll see. We'll talk to Addison. And then we'll get you guys preview videos for this week as well. So stay tuned for all of this content. We're just going to keep pumping it out whether you like it or not. So we'll catch you guys in the next one.